So today, using Fusion 360, I'm going to show you how to design and make a 3D printed hinge. These are print-in-place hinges, so you can't disassemble them. They actually have a solid pin that goes through the middle. I'm going to make it so it's an adjustable drawing using parameters. This is a core function of Fusion 360 and is very powerful if you can get it right. It's actually quite difficult to get it right sometimes, but I'll show you how to go about doing this, or at least how I do it, because there are many ways of doing this job. So let's start with a few parameters. This is the right way to do this. You should be creating parameters before you start the drawing rather than after you've started. I've got a few. There's clearance, which I'm going to set at 0.2. There's the length of the hinge, which I'm just there setting at 60. The barrel, which is the round part of the hinge, is going to be 8mm with the pin that goes through the middle at 3mm. Then my plate thickness, which is the screw plate really, is going to be 2mm thick. The width of the hinge I'll make 25mm, and we'll have 4 segments, so that's 4 hinge barrels. And then I'll work out the segment length, individual segment length, which will be length divided by segments. And I'll just put that in, length divided by segments. So the length and segments I had already defined, as you saw. So there we have it, that's the basis of our hinge. Now to start the drawing, I'll start with an end-on profile using the center rectangle tool. And you just type in the name of the parameter that you previously specified, in this case thickness, and then width. And then we'll use the extrude tool to create the length. And then type in length for the length parameter. And then we'll use the split body tool to divide it in half and create 2 bodies, one for the left hand side of the hinge and the other for the right hand side. And now we want to create the hinge barrel. And I just do a sketch on the end of the model. And I'm going to use a construction line to pick the center of the barrel. And here I'm going to divide that by half, so that's the barrel width divided by 2. That will give us the center of the barrel. And then use the circle tool to create the barrel. Remembering to turn off the construction line setting. Type in barrel, basic parameter. All this means is that these are fixed and they're referenceable, so if you change the diameter of the barrel, then it will be reflected in the model. And all the other calculations should work out based on that. So, having drawn the circle on the end, let's extrude that to the length. Important to type in the parameter, which is length. Want that to cut out. And then we need to turn the last sketch back on and create a new body, again to the length. Fitting, so what we've actually got there is 3 bodies. I'm going to just rename one side 1 and the other side 2. Okay, so I'll just turn those off, and then all we're left with is the barrel. And what I need to do now is to divide that into the number of segments, which happens to be 4. So I'm just using the construction plane tool to create 3 construction planes at the set barrel length, the set segment length. And then we'll use the split body tool again to divide that So just select the 3 planes and apply it, and then we'll have 3 segments. And I'll turn off the 3 construction planes. Turn back on the body named side 1, and then we want to do alternate segments. So I'll just try and work out which one's which. It's not that one. Actually, that one. Turn that one off. So that's half a hinge. So what we'll do here is we'll combine bodies. Select the 3. Hit combine, and then you'll see that the bodies there have jumped down. So I'm back to a side 1, and I've still got the 3 components for the other one. And we do the same, combine bodies. We select those 3 components, do a combine. And there we have a hinge, but it doesn't have a pin, of course. And also there's no clearance. So we're going to have to work on that now. Clearance is important so that it doesn't stick together when you 3D print it. Clearance value can depend on a number of things, such as the accuracy of your printer and the age of your print nozzle. As they are used, the hole will get slightly bigger and you'll have to increase the value. So to do that, we start by creating a drawing on the end of the one body. Doing side 2 here. We project the barrel onto the drawing, and then using the offset tool, create a clearance using the clearance parameter. Then using the extrude tool on the solid menu, we just select that tiny piece, and then using the segment parameter, it'll just hit the first barrel. And for the second extrusion, we're going to use the offset parameter. So I have to turn back on that previous drawing, select the segment again, and then offset it. To segment times 2. Actually minus segment times 2. Then the actual extrude is minus segment. So I'll just turn that drawing off and repeat that for the other side. So I've done the clearance around the actual barrels, but now we need to do in between the barrels, otherwise it'll stick together when we 3D print it. So to do that, just turn off one of the sides and use the extrude tool to extrude half of the clearance. And do that on all 3 of the surfaces. And repeat on the other side. So now we've got a hinge with the necessary clearance. None of the parts are actually touchy. So what that will do is create a hinge like that. You can see it doesn't have the necessary clearance to allow it to bend fully back on itself. And that can actually cause a problem when you 3D print it. So it's far better to do the hinge like that. You compare the 2, you can see this one's got a cutaway, and then when you look at the bottom, it's got clearance. That's actually much more successful at 3D printing. So I'll just show you how to do that. So to do that, we just need to remove this fillet. So we'll draw a drawing on the end of the side, and then extend a line from the point at the top to the base. Now you really should use the parameter, and I didn't do that here. It would be more successful if you did. But having done that, we just offset that piece by segment length. Turn that drawing back on. And then using the offset extrude, we extrude it. The starting distance is twice the segment length, and then the offset is minus segment as before, and then you can see it cuts that out. And just repeat that for the other side. And now we need to create the hinge pin. This is quite simple really. Just draw a drawing on the end of the body. Turn the other one off. Draw a circle on the center of the body with the parameter pin. And then using the offset tool, do an offset of that, which will be the clearance. And then we extrude the pin through the middle to the length. So that's minus length. But we want that to join, not cut. Okay, that's one side. So turn that one off, turn the other one on. Turn that last drawing back on, and then do another extrude, this time including that the clearance, which was the offset, and then do that to the length again, minus length, all the way through, and then we allow that to cut, turn that drawing off. And there you've got your complete hinge. So this is the beauty of using parameters in Fusion 360. That's our hinge. And if we click on the change parameters button, box pops up. And you can see here that currently our clearance is 2, length is 60, etc. So say we want a much bigger hinge, we'll make it 120 long. Jumps up. And then if we want to make it the width, increase the width to 50. And then the barrel's looking small now, but we'll make a nice strong barrel, so we'll call that 20. Make the pin 10. And the plate 4. Yeah. So now you can see that it's scaled up and is working. So if you get your parameters right, then that's what will happen. So I'll just go back to the originally sized drawing. And now we need to save that as a mesh. So under the title name in the stack there, you select Save as Mesh. And just select where you want it to go. It'll prompt you for asking you where you want to actually send it to. So in this case, I've loaded up Bamboo Studio, and I'm going to select the file that I've just exported from Fusion 360 as a mesh into Bamboo Studio. And I'm just going to change the color there to grey, just so it's easy to see really. And then we'll slice it and print it. So this is straight off the printer. You just have to crack it loose. Do a little twist like that, and it comes free. Work it backwards and forwards, and there you've got a hinge. Anyway, I hope that helps. I described it to the best of my abilities, really, and that may not be good enough, but you should at least get the idea, and then you can go ahead and make your own. Thanks for your time.